welcome back to my channel. My name is Pika and I do fragrance reviews. So welcome back. This is part 2 to the video that I've already done, which I think is called 6 elegant and mature fragrances for the day. These are fragrances that you can wear for the night, which are both mature and elegant, and I thought I would wear something that I'd probably wear on a night out if I wanted to be a little bit more elegant. I know it's quite showy and quite out there, but this is actually what I would wear. So I thought I would play cosplay today and wear something that I would actually wear and that I would actually look like if I was to go out for, say, evening dinner, or even going out for some drinks with some clients or some people that I really know. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the video. So the first fragrance that I have is one that I've talked about a few times on my channel already, and this is just super duper mature and elegant. It has a lovely note of Tolu balsam and it is called Tolu by Ormonde. This is very similar to Dior's Addict, but a little bit more unisex. I actually did a specific video to that, so I'll probably link it down below for you guys. And this is like a greener, deeper version of Dior Addict, slightly less sweet but definitely more balsamic, and that's what I find it to be very elegant. It's that mixture of the balsams and the slight greenness with the white florals and the rose. It's just beautiful. It also has a big note of orange blossom. I do definitely detect that. So if you're after something quite classy, more resinous, more deep, this is more autumn and winter, mature night fragrance, then this is one for you. So that is Tolu by Ormonde. So the next fragrance that I have is a new one to my collection, and I got it from PDM UK or C Scents. That's their website, and Marcus is the guy who is, I think he's part owner of the website, and he does amazing deals in the UK. He has an Instagram page which I will put here, and yeah, he's incredible. He really is. He always has the most amazing deals, the most amazing fragrances, and yeah, I was able to get this one, which I was very grateful for, and this is called Rehab by Initio. Now, I kind of slept under a rock when it comes to this fragrance, and I was introduced to it quite late, and I'll tell you a really funny story about this one. So me and Gabby, she is absolutely incredible. I find her super funny. We get on really well, and she has a really good nose when it comes to fragrances, and we recently did a sample swap and it kind of went a little bit crazy. We sent each other loads and loads of fragrances, and she sent me one which was labeled Rehab, and I smelled it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. But to me it smelled really floral and really fresh and vibrant, so I was like, am I smelling the right fragrance? And it turns out that I think she might have accidentally put a different fragrance in there. But I just find it really super duper funny because it happens a lot when you're decanting fragrances or when you're making samples for people. It can go really left. I've done it a few times actually. I've accidentally given people the wrong sample and they're like, oh Pika, this smells quite different when I smelt it in store. I'm like, oh no, what did I give you? But it turns out that I actually ended up really loving this fragrance. This has become a real favorite of mine, like a real favorite. And this is a woody, very creamy, sweet fragrance. It does have a note of lavender, but in all honesty, I really hardly pick it up. It doesn't smell like a fougere to me. It doesn't smell overly masculine. Really great projection. This is just a creamy, woody bomb. The sandalwood in here I find really prominent alongside the vetiver. The vetiver kind of gives it a little bit of like this hayness. Is that even a word? You know how vetiver smells? It's a bit hayy, a little bit like dry grass. it kind of gives a different element to this fragrance, which I really enjoy. So yeah, this is really elegant, very creamy and luxe smelling, so that's why I think it would be perfect as a nighttime elegant slash mature fragrance. That is Rehab by Initio. Alright, so the next fragrance that I have is one that I think I've only talked about once on my channel, and I absolutely adore it. It's definitely more on the mature side, which I really enjoy. It's a floral whilst being quite balsamic and vanillic, and that's Lalibela. Now this is perfect for any weather, in all honesty, because it has this balsamicness, and I honestly don't know where that's coming from. I think it's the mixture of the orchid and the vanilla together. It's kind of creating this slightly sour bitterness, like a little bit resinous as well, and it's just incredible. I think for summer nights this is amazing, for winter nights this is amazing. It's just really beautiful and very elegant. It has a big dose of rose, it has coconut in there as well, but overall it's quite balsamic, it's rich, it's vanillic whilst being floral at the same time. This is just incredible. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a girly fragrance. This is more of a womanly fragrance, if you know what I mean. Once it blends with your skin chemistry, it's like a whole nother level. It really is just a whole nother level. And I've heard from one of my friends, Emma, that this doesn't really project very well on her skin, but you know, it's a weird one because on some people it doesn't, and on some people it really does. So please sample it before you buy it, just in case, because I don't know what the performance will be like on you guys, but for me it performs really well, and it's super elegant, very warm, mature, beautiful fragrance. So that is Lalibela by Memo Paris. Alright, my loves, so the next fragrance that I have is it's one of my most favorite fragrances of all time, and I'm so glad that I have the massive enormous bottle that it is, and that's Caban by YSL. Look how much I've just been going through it like crazy. This is the most gorgeous elemi sandalwood resinous rose fragrance. This is so elegant, so out of this world, quite mature, and it also has, I have no idea where I picked this up from, like this really creamy deep coconut vibe. No clue where that's coming from. I think probably from the sandalwood mixed with the elemi, and it does definitely have a bit of tonka, a bit of rose, and the rose gives it a little bit more of a lift, a little bit more of sharpness and floralness. I just love this thing. It's super signature scent worthy. This is great for the night time if you really want to impress somebody while smelling really mature, elegant and classy. This is just such an underrated fragrance from YSL. This is like a more inexpensive version of this one. This one is slightly different because it does have oud and it does have a bit of a liquory, plummy thing going on, but it's in the same vein because it has this really creamy sandalwood thing going on. But this is just incredible. So that's Caban by YSL. So the next fragrance that I have is one of my favorites of all time. I've been wearing this for a long time now and I could never live without this, but guys, last time that I went shopping, which was a couple of days ago, the rep for Armani said that this might be discontinued, and I saw Ollie's mum, she did a video, I think it was her top 10 for life, and she also mentioned the same, and it's true. I think they are discontinuing this fragrance. I think they're discontinuing a few from that Precious Stones line. I really hope they don't discontinue it, but I can already see that it's out of stock on the UK Armani website, so I might need to buy a 100ml backup bottle of this because I don't think I can ever live without this baby. So this is Rouge Malachite. I won't say anything that's very different from anybody else, but It's super duper creamy. It is a tuberose and jasmine bomb, very elegant, very mature. The sage note in the very beginning gives it a bit of a greenness, and it does have a bit of a resinous thing going on, which I think is coming from the amber. Very warm, creamy, sticky. It's just, oh my god. It's just wow. This is probably one of my most complimented fragrances of all time, but that might also be because I've worn it the most, and I usually wear it on a night out or an evening out on the evening out. Does that even make any sense? And this is just a magnet. Guys, absolutely go cuckoo. I've actually sprayed this on the guy and it smelled really beautiful, so I think this is definitely unisex. This is a more how to say, a more elegant, elevated version of Alien. I don't care what anybody says, it does smell similar to Alien, and I love the original Alien, not the formulated version but the pre-formulated version. So if you can still get your hands on this, I would definitely recommend you do, and that is Rouge Malachite from Armani. So last but not least, I am showing you guys a designer fragrance which I don't hear anybody talk about, and I did originally sample this maybe 1 or 2 years ago now, but I'd smelt so many fragrances that day that, you know, when you just become quite anosmic to things and it doesn't really make sense to your nose anymore, that's what happened with this fragrance. But I revisited it and I bought it, and I'm super duper happy. It's quite affordable, you can get it for a really good price online, and that is Goldea The Roman Night Absolute by Bvlgari. Now the bottle is hideous, but it's actually quite a weighty bottle, and it actually feels quite smooth and really nice, so it's much better than what it looks like, guys, alright, I promise that. This is a very, very interesting fragrance. This is definitely night appropriate. This is a white floral vanilla bomb, and this smells super duper similar to Bond No. 9 New York Night. This fragrance here, it smells very, very similar to this fragrance, but this one doesn't have as much sweetness. It's a little bit more on the white floral side. You get this really creamy and very indolic jasmine. It's like if, I know exactly how to describe this. It's like if Jasmine, is it Jasmine Noir from the Bvlgari line? If that one had a baby with this fragrance, that's exactly how this smells like. Super elegant, very creamy, rich, white floral bomb. It's a little bit, I don't know, but I smell like this coffee thing going on. I don't know whether it's just my nose playing tricks on me, but this is, wow, I think you would blow some people's minds if you wore this. It's super duper underrated, and if you can, please sample it. So that is Goldea The Roman Night Absolute, not the original. So my loves, that was it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it as always, and please like, subscribe, comment below what types of nighttime mature fragrances that you guys are into, and yeah, I just really hope that you loved this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.